Ubisoft has finally, after years, released the biggest update in Rainbow Six Siege history. But do these changes really live up to the hype? Or is it just another empty promise like always? If you have even a 1% interest in R6S, don't miss this video. Because it's about to change everything.
Clear! Start setting up. What's the meaning of this?
Monsieur Secrétaire Général, we are with Rainbow. This location is compromised. Let's get you to the evac zone.
And my security detail?
It's too late for them now. Look sharp. Deimos is here. Mira, finish up and fall back. We lure him in and take him alive. Hold. Now.
Tree still standing.
Light out, cabrones!
Mira.
Disappointing. Rainbow operators were harder to kill in my day. Samuel Fish. Say hi to Hereford.
One of the most tangible changes in Siege X is the deeper layers of environmental interaction. Destructibility has always been a core pillar of Siege, but the addition of new elements like fire extinguisher canisters and gas pipes that ignite when shot has elevated this feature to its most dynamic form yet. For example, shooting a fire extinguisher can create a temporary, thick smoke that shifts a critical situation in your favor. Meanwhile, the red-colored gas pipes, once damaged, produce intense flames that deal significant damage to operators and later function like preset traps that both attackers and defenders can utilize. These changes meaningfully enhance the game's strategic depth, forcing players to consider their surroundings as a key variable in every engagement, in addition to their enemies. This move demonstrates Ubisoft's clear understanding of the game's core gameplay, reinforcing its foundational pillars rather than adding unrelated mechanics. Alongside these environmental interactions, the rappel rope movement system has also undergone significant improvements. Rappelling from various heights, previously one of the slowest and most vulnerable aspects of gameplay for attackers, has now become noticeably smoother, faster, and more efficient. The ability to run along walls and swing around building corners not only enhances the sense of control and mastery over the character, but also allows attackers to infiltrate enemy positions with greater speed and flexibility. This is a change we might not have realized we needed until experiencing it, but now, reverting to the old system seems almost unimaginable, clearly elevating the attacker gameplay by a notch.
Uh-oh.
Hey, let's go.
Friendly mission successful.
It was just to mask the sound. I'd like to think that that actually helped.
Kitchen door.
Perhaps the most intelligent change in the game's competitive structure is the complete overhaul of the pick and ban system. Eliminating the lengthy ban phase at the start of a match and replacing it with a quick, simultaneous ban phase at the beginning of each round was a bold and successful decision. This approach essentially forces teams to dynamically adjust their strategies in response to their opponents. This system, which continues for up to 3 rounds before resetting the banned operators, liberates players from over-reliance on 1 or 2 operators and brings real skill, adaptability and mastery of multiple operators to the forefront. This change significantly enhances the tactical depth of ranked matches, distinguishing truly elite players from those who rely solely on a single operator or strategy. However, in the audio-visual department, evaluating Siege X's progress is a bit more nuanced and complex. Despite numerous promises, the graphical improvements aren't particularly noticeable, so much so that unless you place old and new versions side by side, you might not even spot the differences in environmental textures. The poor character modeling and ridiculous skins that clash with the game's serious atmosphere remain disappointing. That said, the advancements in lighting and shadow systems are undeniable. The most crucial achievement in this area is the ability to see operator shadows. This small yet vital feature adds a new strategic layer to the game. You can no longer safely camp in a corner, as your shadow might give away your position. This mechanic forces players to be more aware of their surroundings and lighting conditions, creating fresh challenges. On the audio front, despite extensive marketing about a complete sound system overhaul, the changes aren't all that noticeable, except for one key aspect: footstep sounds. The distinction between footsteps on different surfaces, like wood or carpet, and how sound propagates in enclosed spaces has been significantly improved. This enhancement alone greatly aids in pinpointing enemy positions, making sound cues more precise and reliable. Additionally, the modernization of classic maps like Clubhouse, Chalet, Border, Bank, and CAF has been executed sensibly, giving them a fresh and appealing look without compromising their core structure.
Confirmed. They're spread out well enough. Operators take positions.
Caveira.
Sit rep on hostiles.
I have eyes on 15 mercs surrounding the QCR weaponry.
Make that 14.
Neutralize the opposition and extract the ordnance.
Red Hammer. Take point. Ghost Eyes. Support. On my mark.
Watch out! Side block! Watch out! Ash, you're up! She's up there! Kill her! Here, on the left! Anytime now! Kill them!
Nighthaven really fucked up letting their gear fall into the wrong hands.
That's why we have to extract it.
Let's finish this.
Ash.
Run!
Unfortunately, not all changes in Siege X have been positive. The new Dual Front mode, introduced as a 12-player 6v6 mode, is the biggest weakness of this update. This mode, which allows players to mix attacker and defender operators in a single team, sounds exciting in theory, but in practice, it's a chaotic and identity-lacking experience. The core DNA of Rainbow Six, tactical, slow-paced gameplay based on gathering and processing intel, has been replaced by aimless, messy skirmishes with multiple respawns. The exclusive map for this 12-player mode is overly large and complex, and its design doesn't align with R6 single-quote-as operator physics. Playing it felt like experiencing a sluggish, tedious version of a Call of Duty multiplayer mode. Dual Front isn't even suitable for new players, as it gives them a completely wrong impression of Siege's true nature. After a few matches, I had no desire to play it again. It would have been better if the resources spent on this mode had been used to improve and expand modes that stay true to the game's core structure. Finally, we've come to the changes targeting the game's ecosystem and future. The free-to-play transition, implemented in a tiered manner like CS2, was the best decision Ubisoft could have made to ensure Siege's longevity. By offering free access to Quick Match, Unranked, and Dual Front, along with 26 base operators, the game has opened its doors to new audiences while keeping Ranked and Cup modes paid, preserving competitive integrity. This model not only revitalizes the player base and speeds up casual matchmaking, but also gives newcomers time to familiarize themselves with the game before investing money. The existing level 50 requirement for Ranked ensures players learn the basics before diving into competitive play. Other improvements, such as a more user-friendly menu, refined heat registration polygons, and the addition of a communication wheel, have significantly enhanced the user experience. The communication wheel is an excellent tool for players who prefer not to use voice or text chat, allowing them to quickly and effectively coordinate with teammates. The new R6 Shield Guard anti-cheat system is also a positive step toward a fairer environment, though it's still too early to judge its effectiveness. Initial player feedback suggests there's still a long way to go before full satisfaction is achieved.
Friendly's victorious. Hostiles eliminated. One Op 4 remaining. Op 4 eliminated. Op 4, last operator standing.
Team mirror to the map. Team Ash has breached the map.
Doka, now.
Roger. Let's go fishing.
Good to go, Jordan.
Copy that.
Three attackers remaining.
Callie, I need cover! We're pinned down, Callie! Get us out! Callie! What the heck is he doing?
Giving them a clear target.
Come out and play.
Only two attackers remain. Two defenders remain on the map.
Ubisoft may have exaggerated a bit in their marketing for Siege X. If you enter the game expecting a revolutionary transformation, you might feel slightly disappointed. However, such a high level of support and commitment is appealing and admirable from any gamer's perspective. Siege X is a massive update that has improved many key aspects of the game, but some fundamental issues, such as incomplete server stability or persistent operator balancing challenges, even with changes like those we saw with Clash, still remain. This update could have performed better in terms of visuals and new modes than what Dual Front delivered, but as someone who has followed this game's long journey from the first beta to today, I see Rainbow Six Siege X in a respectable position, proving that the game is still alive, dynamic, and full of potential. Positive aspects. Your favorite game is now more professional, exciting, and dynamic than ever. With the new update, the casual sections have become free, allowing all players to enjoy the thrill of the game without limitations. The pick and ban system has been completely transformed. Now, you'll experience deeper strategies and more intense competition. Every choice could change the fate of the game. Footstep sound effects and operator shadow rendering have been upgraded to a more realistic and immersive level. Every step, every movement, and every shadow now brings the battlefield to life. Gameplay improvements like the rappel system have made the game smoother and more flexible. Your every move will now be met with greater precision and fluidity. And finally, the modernization of classic maps. These maps now feature updated graphics and design, delivering a fresh yet nostalgic experience. Negative points. The operator's graphics aren't as eye-catching as they should be, details seem lost in the haze of blurriness. A new game mode? We searched but found no real excitement. It feels like the same repetitive experience. Some operator changes feel less like improvements and more like unnecessary tampering with their identity. And the anti-cheat system remains a mystery. Does it actually work, or is it just a claim? These are small wounds that, if left untreated, could hollow out the game from within. Our game review team, consisting of 18 gamers, played the game for a week and gave it a 72 out of 100.
Op 4 eliminated.
Attention all operators, 30 seconds remaining in the scenario.
Smoky.